Like in my films, I make it like a thali, something for everyone. Mithunda, I have hero worshipped all my life. Sameer came up with a line which said, "Chhod chhad ke apne Salim ki gali, anarkali disco chali." So I started laughing. I said, "This is superb." For me, to get the four of them together was like a dream come true. No cinema changes society. Society changes cinema. My films are always going to be paisa vasool. Somewhere it's become like a traditional thing now. I feel that with Housefull, there will always have to be, like in my films, I make it like a thali, something for everyone. And I think kids is a very important, you cannot forget kids while you're making your film. Python called Fifi, Nagraj. There's a horse called Badal. There is an alligator called Fifi. Now, in Housefull, I had a parrot, I had a tiger, and a monkey. So I like doing these things where kids will have a good time, And I want to up the bar this time. So this time I've actually made the actors interact with the ferocious creatures also. And the audience is going to fall down laughing, I promise you that. I always knew that there was a space in the film just before the climax where I needed a big song, and it's part of the screenplay, and it's a nightclub song, and obviously keeping in mind that Munnis have worked and Sheilas have worked, and these songs have done great for the film, and they're big hits. And I know for a fact that I had Malaika, who's been part of my previous two films, and my sister Farah, and I know their combination is lethal. Whenever they do songs, they always big hits, but they have to be supported with great music. And Sameer came up with a line which said, "Chhod chhad ke apne Salim ki gali, anarkali disco chali." So I started laughing. I said, "This is superb." I said, "Now we'll put the music on this, but this line by itself works." Chhod chhad ke apne Salim ki gali, anarkali disco. He was talking about the liberation of women. कि आज की औरत को आप दीवार में नहीं चुनवा सकते हो, आज की औरत को आप जंजीरों में नहीं बांध सकते हो. Today's woman is very liberated and modern. Anarkali disco chali. I had a big smile on my face. I said, "Let's put music to this." I'm his biggest fan, arguably his biggest fan. He is my friend. I've spent a lot of time with him, many evenings together. He's one of the funniest people I've met, Mr. Kapoor. Mithunda, I have hero worshipped all my life. I've done his mimicry, I've danced like him, I've done his takeoffs, and my life's, I think one of the greatest moments was when I directed him in the first shot. I had tears in my eyes and I touched his feet out of respect. That's how much I love him. This gentleman here is my friend, Mr. Rishi Kapoor. I'm very scared of him because he always jhados me. I love him immensely, and I'm very happy to say that I'm his friend now. And there was a film called Rafu Chakkar in which he was the hero. My father was the villain in that film. I wasn't even born then, but he knows my father since then. He's worked with Farah, so he's like a family friend, and I love working with him. Bomzi, Baman, I call him Bomzi. Bomzi is my friend. Bomzi loves movies as much as I do. So for me, to get the four of them together was like a dream come true, because all of them are such fine actors. And Bomzi used to always keep telling me that, "Saj, I don't belong in this club because all three of them have been superstars in the 70s and 80s. He said, "I've just started my career now, 4, 5 years, 7 years ago." I said, "Bomzi, but how can I make a film without you? You have to be part of my film." So it was great working with the four of them. I feel people want to go in to have a good time. Today, I feel somewhere it's taken me 5 years and 15 years on television, and people know that when they hear the name Sajid Khan, they will either have a smile on their face or they will have, "I can't stand that guy. What the hell does he think of himself?" They have two reactions. Most of the times on television, I hit a 70-80% target audience, making sure that they are smiling. There's always 20% audience, 25% audience, which is, "Who the hell does he think he is?" It's happened with me in my films also. Somewhere reviewers made me face the brunt of what I did to other films on television. Trust me when I'm saying this. But I don't care. I feel people out there know that when it's a Sajid Khan film, they will go in and have a good time. And they will not be disappointed. And that is something which I will not move away from. No power on earth can make me move away from that for the rest of my life. I do not want to be remembered as this great filmmaker. I do not want to be remembered as this guy who made society-changing cinema. No cinema changes society. Society changes cinema. Cinema doesn't change society. Films are about entertainment, and I will always make sure that my films are entertaining. Tickets are very expensive today. So when you buy an expensive ticket, even if it's a single screen or a multiplex, and you buy it with your family, it becomes an expensive affair for that evening. I will not let you down. My films are always going to be paisa vasool, and that is something I know the audience and I connect, and I'd never let anybody come between the audience and me.
शुक्र कर बीच में दीवार है, वरना आज मैं तेरी लाश से बात कर रहा होता।
I'm working on the screenplay of my next film with Ajay Devgan, Mr. Vashu Bhagnani. The screenplay is almost ready. This is the first time in my life that I'm in the post-production of my new film and already working back-end on the screenplay of the other film. But fortunately, that's going to start after a few months. So I'm working on that.